Okay, y'all. DOGE is being as open and transparent as you could ask for. They've now created a website, doge-tracker.com. This is the first page first thing you'll see. Department of Government Efficiency Live Tracker tells you they've got 503 days until July 4th, 2026. They've already saved taxpayers $49.09 billion. And they give you the savings per taxpayer. The progress right now to the goal is 2.5%. Then they have some predictions. And federal employees charged as a result of DOGE investigation. 63% says yes, 39% say no. Elon Musk out as head of DOGE in 2025. 35% say yes, 67% say no. The no's got it. So this is what you've got in the second part of the DOGE tracker. Then we go to leaderboard. And this is separated by departments, contracts, and sectors. USAID, $420.14 million have been saved. Department of Education terminated 70. United States Department of Health and Human Services contract termination, $182 million saved. Then you have wasteful taxpayer funding, the most heinous examples of how tax dollars are currently being used. USAID, South Sudan Gender Aware Sustainable Water Sanitation and Hygiene. You can click over here where it says See All. Wild horses and donkey vaccines. I can guarantee these vaccines are designed to kill the wild horses and donkeys out west. Then you go down a little bit further, the leaderboard. Now we're looking at sectors. Government operations, $41.51 billion saved. Labor and employment, $37.51 billion saved. Education and research, $5.54 billion in saved. Wasteful taxpayer funding. The Department of Government Efficiency continues to identify instances of wasteful spending across federal agencies. These examples represent ongoing and completed contracts, grants, and programs that are prime candidates for elimination or significant reduction in spending. Active, USAID, the South Sudan thing. Improve services and well-being of LGBTQIA2S child welfare. Transgender-specific differentiated HIV care. Remote darting of wild horse fertility control. In other words, they're going to sterilize the horses. Research on the future of Palestine. Empowering minority populations. Where? Oh, here it is. Ethnic, medically underserved women. I'm sorry, that's just a little racist as far as I'm concerned. Maintaining, leasing, and furnishing empty buildings. $10 billion. COVID-19 relief funds used to buy an island. Yeah, $8 million for this guy. Pickleball complex in Las Vegas. State Department spending to fund censorship. HHS study giving lonely, starved rats cocaine. I covered that much more fully in the other video. State Department spending on social media influence. I'm sorry, influencers are a waste. National Endowment for the Arts spending on circuses. Let's see. Oh, safe spaces for bird watching affinity groups. I've addressed that in another video. Spending on social media campaign. Contracts for magical projects. State Department spending to secure Paraguayan border. Not ours, some other countries. State Department spending to teach kids in Kyrgyzstan how to go viral. NIH study torturing kittens. I've covered that in an earlier video I posted today covering the torture and abuse of animals funded by taxpayer money. Department of Defense spending on cat experiences. I cover this in that video. It will make you sick what the Department of Defense is doing. Why does the Department of Defense get a lobster tank? They're eating lobster. You know how long it's been since I got to have lobster? Monkeys were given meth SBA spending on famous musicians through COVID relief program. Yeah, you know the PPP program that came out for small businesses? A whole bunch of famous musicians got it. NIH study on COVID-19 misinformation on social media. Transgender monkey experiment. National Science Foundation spending on monkey gambling. All of the animal abuse and experiments I covered in that earlier video. I don't know about you, but I do not want my taxpayer money spent that way. Then you can go on and it gives you other initiatives, the full list. You can filter it by different categories. A lot of these are DEI contract. A lot of them. Hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars spent pushing DEI. Now y'all can continue looking at this. I'm just going to say a little thing. The worst abusers are NIH and Department of Defense. Experiments not just on animals, but I can guarantee, and we already know historically, they have experimented on the American people. And this needs to stop. It needs to stop. I hope to God the new Secretary of Defense gets to the bottom of this and stops it, cuts it off. So this is the kind of stuff you will find if you will follow that DOGE-tracker.com. A lot of valuable information in there, and it's going to be updated all the time. This one was updated as of Friday, so that would have been the 14th, and it may have been going back to 13th. But anyway, follow it if you want to know what's going on. I think this is a great source.